We're back, bitches!
Jesus, that was aggressive, Brian.
Sorry, I'm just really excited. Let's roll that back real quick. We're back, my baby viewers!
Clementine's journey has taken another turn, but our focus has shifted elsewhere. Now, squarely on shamed former baseball star Javier García and his family.
And boy, is there a whole new world to discover in the new frontier. That's where we come in.
And remember, folks, if you don't have any Claritin on you and you're allergic to spoilers, step away from your screen this instant.
Time to get this recap moving. I'm Brian Mitchell.
And I'm Ian Start.
And this is the Skybound Rundown.
I'm coming, Daddy!
Fuck no, you aren't. Javi couldn't sprint his ass over in time, and he misses his own father's death.
No.
His brother David sure doesn't let him forget about that. Kate, David's wife, comes to check on them, and they make up. Javi and David go inside to be with the family. But Rihanna Papa comes roaring back and takes a little chomp out of Mama's cheek.
Hooray! A hospital visit, my favorite.
David leaves to take Mama to the hospital, but that's the last of what we'll see of him, for now. Cut to present day. Javi and Kate drive away from a herd of walkers as Mary and Gabe sleep. And look what Kate found.
You want some?
Do we dare take a hit of Kate's marijuanas, or do we go all straight edge?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
They have an awkward bonding convo about boners, periods, and bumping uglies, which we said we should do in respect to David. The kids wake up and do not agree with our decision making at the moment.
Friggin' squares.
We stop at a junkyard to look for supplies. Gabe acts like a little brat.
Maybe just leave me alone.
And we siphon some of that old and find a trailer filled with delicious treats.
This is actual honest-to-God pudding.
Gabe wants to slumber overnight. But we put our fatherly foot right on down and side with Kate. We need to keep moving. They go to pack up and we head outside to finish siphoning gas. But we're surrounded by the living, who accuse us of stealing their fossil fuels. To keep them from finding Kate and the kids, Javi hits a bodyguard and knocks him out. Not the best idea.
Javi, no.
We wake up in a car with a different henchman, but that doesn't last too long. Mother Nature strikes, and the truck veers off the road. Javi grabs the gun.
Do we let this man live?
Not one fucking chance. Kaboom!
We have another visitor.
Looks like Mother Nature has a new name. It's fucking Clementine. Damn, she got older. We tell her about our journey and our family, and she wants our van. So she agrees to lead us back to the junkyard. It doesn't take long for Clem to go all Rambo. But that's not all of them. The herd has caught up. In an act of trust, Clem cuts Javi's hand ties and leads him to a nearby town.
Get your ass inside!
It's a close call, but we make it inside the walls just in time.
Welcome to Prescott.
The leader, Trip, is really nice to us.
I got shit to do.
We head into the town where we find a bar and we meet Conrad, the bar owner, and his wife, Francine, looking great. Clem gets into an argument with a lowlifer in the corner. Both sides resolve their issues calmly. Do we cover her or snitch?
We ain't no snitch.
Trip locks us up and sends over the town medic, Eleanor, to give them a checkup. Ooh-wee, she's looking good, and Javi turns up the heat.
One pretty troublemaker.
She decides to offer us help, telling us she can get us out tonight so they can head back to Javi's family quicker. Trip says he'll take them in the morning himself. It'll be safer that way. Which one do we choose?
Definitely the babe.
While we wait for Eleanor to return, we decide to get some shut-eye. Flashback!
Clementine has AJ on her back. Oh, look how sweet. Fucking baby, scared off our dinner. No worries, just put the baby in a broken down car and we'll walk away to kill the buddy. Okay, bad idea. We get to AJ, but the walker pulls the old slam and smash on Clem. Bye-bye, Fingy.
Back in the present, we arrive at the junkyard. We find Marie and save Kate and Gabe. Kate is in Javi's arms at last. Do we? Fuck it.
Way to go, Javi.
Gross.
But as we've learned before, dear viewer, happy endings are few and far between.
Mariana, no!
They have to get Kate back to Prescott for medical treatment, but revenge is always nice too. We decide to hang back and let Eleanor take Gabe and Kate back to town. Javi, using his pitching arm, grabs a smoke bomb and throws it back. Kaboom!
Flashback. Javi walks in to do the dishes with Kate. He's clearly... Some more flirting leads to violence.
Hello?
David gets in the mix and starts bitching at Javi. Javi returns the anger and tells his ass that Kate's gonna leave him.
Kate's gonna leave your ass.
Neither of them appreciate that.
Back to the present.
Javi wakes up to Mariana's cold body lying on the ground. The bandits got away. We set her body down into a grave and leave her favorite cassette player. And let's shovel the dirt on top.
Oh no, a zombie boy!
Javi takes his aggression out, but Clem notices the brand on his neck. They get back to Prescott where Javi runs to Kate's side, but her outcome is bleak. We go to look for Gabe, who couldn't handle watching his stepmom bleed out.
Fucking wimp.
We find his ass chopping up a walker. Gabe bitches on and on about needing to become a man to protect the ones he loves, just like his daddy. But no time for that.
Headlights in the distance!
We rush inside, and look who it is.
Knock, knock!
Badger and the New Frontier.
They have Francine! They want Javi to come with them to pay for what he did to their friends back at the junkyard. Should we have Javi turn himself over?
Abso-fucking-not. Okay, our bad.
We shoot first, and they kill Conrad's baby mama.
Okay, definitely our bad.
They ram the gate with their brand new Hummer, and walkers pour out. Prescott has been lost. The survivors meet up at the road, and Conrad gets up in Javi's face.
Back the fuck off now!
We talk him out of it, and Clem suggests heading towards Richmond for safe passage. But an underpass of cars block our route. No problem for mechanic Javi, who sleuths his way into powering a pulley to drag the car out of the way.
Too much noise! Too much noise!
Walkers surround the group. Eleanor gets Kate out of there and heads straight towards Richmond. But the rest can't get out, and the van gets into a fender bender. They make their way up the roof and begin bickering at each other.
Wait, what's that?
Javi goes to investigate and gets punked by the old clothes on the tire gag. Classic. The man doesn't keep the upper hand for too long, though. They realize he isn't with the New Frontier, who we learn have taken over Richmond.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
They have to move to save Eleanor and Kate, and we decide to trust the man.
What do we call you? Paul, but my friends call me Jesus.
He takes us into an old train tunnel and leads us past the walkers and straight to Richmond. But before we get to that,
Another flashback!
Clementine runs from a horde of walkers. They hunker down in an old shed until a friendly bald woman comes by.
Oh, shit.
She tells Clem about the New Frontier and asks for her to come. They have food and water and an amusement park. It's paradise.
Do we go with, or do we stick it out on our own?
We decide not to go. Clem knows better than that. Cut to the present, where Clem fills in Javi on her pass with the New Frontier.
Say it ain't so!
No time to worry about that. Walkers. They ninja kick their way through it
Hi-ya!
and escape into an old train car. As Javi, Clem, and Gabe lock down the door behind them, the group runs ahead. Except for Conrad, who overheard Clem's revealing story. He wants to use her as a bartering chip with the New Frontier in Richmond. We don't comply, so he threatens us some more with Gabe's life.
You dirtbag!
But we decide not to shoot. We give in to Conrad. We make our way out and tell the rest of the group what has transpired. They agree that Conrad's plan is the safest way.
Clem don't like this.
They make their way to Richmond, where Javi finds Kate, but no Eleanor. She's fading quickly, so they march straight up to the gates. The leader walks out.
Holy fucking shit.
Another flashback!
Javi and Kate search for gas and find a tank. Yay! But there's none left. Boo. But they do find one of Gabe's friends. Yay! But he's a walker. Boo. They head back empty-handed and decide to uproot the family once and for all and leave home.
Let's get back to David, shall we?
Oh yeah, this asshole. He takes Kate to the hospital but doesn't bring his own fucking brother with him.
Real piece of work.
Javi and his friends are taken into a quarantine where they find Eleanor. Trips is angry, telling Javi that he shouldn't trust his brother. Clem, who knows him from her time with the old NF, agrees. David comes down and grabs Javi to go see Kate, but won't release the rest of them.
The nerve on this man.
They take a thrilling route towards the hospital. On the way, Javi meets Ava, the girl who Clem met on the road. David and Javi catch up. How they both survived, how David lost Mama before getting to the hospital and couldn't get back into town and thought they were dead. How Javi and Kate were smooching on the way and he was flirting with his wife. He didn't really talk about that. But anyways, all of that bullshit. Javi also fills in David on what his men have done to Mariana and Francine. David is furious, but says he'll handle it. They go inside the hospital, where Javi meets back up with Kate and Gabe.
Check it out, Javi. Noodles in a cup.
Kate screams in pain. Ah! And David and Gabe run to get the doctor.
I'm fine. I just needed to talk to you. Alone.
Sneaky little lady we got here.
She wants to hit the road. David and this town spook her out. But we tell her we need to try to make something work for Gabe's sake. David comes back with the doc.
He's onto us.
Javi and David head over to the town hall where they meet Joan and Clint, the two other leaders of the town. They sit down and begin to probe Javi, seeing what kind of a guy he really is. In comes Max, the lead henchman of the group that killed Mariana and destroyed Prescott with his other minion, Badger.
That son of a bitch.
He spills the beans and tells the board that Javi here stole their gas in the junkyard and killed one of their drivers.
Remember this guy?
The group isn't too pleased with Javi. Do we let David take care of things like he asked, or do we stand up for ourselves?
Fuck this. We aren't gonna let this bag of shit talk about Javier García like this.
So we unleash hell, telling them about how they destroyed Prescott and killed David's little girl. They blame David, who's head of security, for losing control of his men. Joan cast Javi's group out of Richmond, except for Eleanor, Kate, and Gabe.
Before they leave us outside the gates, Ava runs out and gives us a bag of supplies from David. Trip won't leave without Eleanor, but Ava tells him politely to step the fuck off.
There's a map tied to a baseball bat, showing them where to go. Compliments of David. Thanks, big brother. Javi finds the North Star incredibly quickly, and they head out. It doesn't take too long for them to run into some walkie babies. Javi plays some baseball,
Batter up, fuckface.
but strikes out pretty damn quick.
Clem, our hero.
She helps us up and transports us directly into the past. Woo! Clem runs into a New Frontier camp. Against Dr. Paul's wishes, we have her steal the New Frontier's last vancomycin to give to AJ, who seems to be dying. David rushes over at the sound of AJ's crying and immediately kicks her out of the group for stealing from them. However,
He stays.
Clem says goodbye to AJ.
I love you, goofball.
You sons of bitches.
In the present, Javi gives Clementine a big hug. They arrive at David's location from the map. They fight through the walkers, and Mechanic Javi comes through the clutch again.
Knock, knock.
It's David, who comes barreling inside. He talks Clem down and gives her some good news.
AJ lives. Fuck yes.
But the happiness don't last too long, as they find loot from a bunch of towns, including Prescott.
Voices, take cover.
They hear Max, Badger, and a mystery man talking about looting the towns and shooting David's family.
And now we get to see your head pop, you piece of shit.
Time for a rumble. David goes after Max, and Javi goes for Badger. They rustle and tussle, punch and kick, and Javi goes for the home run. Or like 8 home runs.
I hope that made you feel better.
Max comes clean. Joan was the main support from within the New Frontier of their looting the entire time. We decide to keep Max as proof.
Let's head back then, shall we?
They get into Richmond and split up. David tells them to meet back at his house later. It's the safe zone. He goes to find his allies in preparation for the war to come. Clem leaves to try and find her friends she might still have, and to find AJ. We bid her farewell for now. We grab Kate from the hospital, but we decide not to run away. We have to stick to David's plan. Ava intercepts us at David's house, where we leave Kate and Gabe for now. We head to the town hall, where David begins to make his case. We call out Joan for what she's been doing. She admits to her treachery.
Joan, you monster.
But no one takes our side, and instead, well, this happens.
Will Javi and David be okay? What will Joan do with our hero? Are Kate and Gabe truly safe? Where's Clementine off to? Is AJ actually still alive?
The hour looks bleak, dear viewer, but the sun will shine once more in the final episodes of Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 3, A New Frontier. We'll be back to recap the second half of the season only on Skybound.
Did you stay for revenge at the junkyard or go back with Eleanor? Did you kill Conrad or let him live? Did you run away with Kate or stay to support David? Let us know in the comments below what decisions you made. Remember folks, like this video, comment below, and as always, subscribe to Skybound. Thanks for tuning in, guys.